Hi everyone, I'm Namita and welcome to Yoganama. Today we are going to do a lovely yoga flow that is going to help you release tension and stiffness from the neck and shoulders. For this practice, it will be helpful if you have a belt. If you don't have a belt, even a dupatta or stole can be used just as easily. So let's get started. We are going to begin with some gentle shoulder warm-up. So find a seated position on your mat, crossed leg on a chair even, or like this in Vajrasana. We are going to gently move the shoulders, just lubricating the joint, finding the complete movement across this area as it is available to us right now. You can even close your eyes and internally tune into the shoulders, taking your attention and awareness exclusively to this movement and the sensations it brings in the body. Let's switch now, changing direction, moving the other way, and see if you have a little more space available to make bigger circles with the shoulders. Let's do 2 more like this. And release. This time let's make bigger circles, as big circles as you can make, and make sure there's nothing in your way so you don't hit or hurt yourself. Keep your fingers nice and open and comfortable. Try to get the movement exclusively from the shoulders and not through the spine. So stabilizing the rest of the body, pulling your core in strong, and continuing this movement for 2 more, 1 more, and then reversing the direction. It's so important to mobilize these areas because they tend to become stiff from all that sitting in computer work that we tend to do, and simple shoulder circles are just so effective always, even at the end of the day or at the start of the day. Let's keep going. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now we use that belt, and I'm going to show this to you sideways. What you're going to do is you're going to hold the belt a comfortable distance apart. Make sure it's nice and wide in the beginning, and you're going to fully rotate the shoulders while pulling at the belt. So the intention is to keep the belt tight and pulled throughout. And it's all right if in the beginning shoulders are really tight. You may notice that the elbow tends to bend. Then you kind of stop there. Stop wherever your elbow starts insisting that it's going to bend, and come back. Over time, you can reduce the distance and continue doing these. For now, let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, keep going, 6, notice I don't move the spine, I'm trying to move exclusively from the shoulder. 5, or did we repeat that? It's okay, a couple, 1 or 2 extra won't matter. Let's do 2 more, and 1 more. Release. This time hold the belt a little closer, the hands are a little closer than what you were doing before, and then just while tugging at the belt, take it as far back as the hands will go. They won't go all the way because we have reduced the distance. And then we hold. Take a few deep breaths here. Try not going into a back bend. While you can do that, let's just stay focused on the shoulders for now. Navel strong, upper back strong. Just trying to take the wrists behind the line of the shoulders. Couple more breaths in and out here. And then slowly release. And we will come back to the belt again soon. Let's warm up the neck as well now. We've already released some muscles that help support and mobilize the neck. We are going to now go a little deeper into that with simple neck circles. So we are going to, with awareness, mindfully, gently move the neck as long as it feels comfortable. Once you slow down a movement, you require a little more control over it. So that is always advisable for delicate joints like the shoulders and the neck. Let's change direction now. Noticing how the neck responds at each step of this movement. And then come to a neutral position. Check in that you're not dizzy, and then with a few gentle blinks, you can open your eyes. Now what we're going to do is, we are going to take the right ear to the right shoulder, extend the left hand out in front of us, and flip the wrist into flexion and extension. So just moving the wrist like this. Try not to move from the knuckles, because often what would happen is, you will just start making a fist and releasing. The palm stays flat and open. We are just moving the wrist. One more time. And this time take the hand behind you, palm facing back, elbow out to the side. As you take a hand gently at the top of the head and bring the chin to chest. So very gently, a little diagonal movement. And breathe here. Remember, I don't tug and pull forcefully. I just create a very gentle, mild force with the hand. And then on an inhale, release, come back to neutral, and repeating this on the left side now. First with the wrist. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And then take the hand behind. Elbows jutting out. Gently look down, chin to chest. Take your left hand and create a gentle, mild force as you hold. Continue to breathe deeply here. As you inhale and exhale, you will influence the stretch. As we fill in air in the lungs, we create space. With the need of space, we stretch out certain muscles. So it's a dynamic activity. Use the breath to positively influence the posture. Let's take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, release. Come back up. I'm going to show this one to you from side again. For the next one, we are going to interlock the fingers behind the head. Take the elbows as wide as they will go. And then as you exhale, round the spine, bring the elbows together, really rounding. And then as you inhale, unravel and bring the chest to the sky as you come up. Let's do this a few times like a modification of cat-cow. Exhale. Inhale. At no point am I using a lot of force on my neck. The hand is there just to guide. Exhale, rounding into a ball. Inhale into a mild back bend. Let's do this a few more times. These feel so good to me, and I hope that's also your experience. Let's move in silence through these. Keep coordinating the movement with the breath. And last time, as you inhale, look up. And then as you exhale, release. Take a few moments to just check in with yourself. Allowing the breath to flow freely. And enjoying the feeling that may be there across the spine and even across your mind right now. We are now going to change the posture because we've been sitting in it for such a long time. So I'm going to move into Sukhasana. If you were already sitting in Sukhasana, just shift your legs, bring the other leg forward. And we are going to come back to that belt with which we started. So first what we're going to do is hold the belt at whatever distance, let it be wide. We are going to do a little bit of side bending from one side to the other. Once you've started with a certain distance, you may realize that you need to modify it. Do that. The first couple of rounds are just done to help you identify the right distance for you between the hands. Let's keep moving. As you move side to side, keep both your glutes fixed onto the floor. Don't lift up like this in order to get a deeper side bend. Stabilize the lower body and then move against that. Now, the next time, move all the way to the right. Bring your right hand down, left hand stays up, pulling at the belt. So there is that opposing action still being created, and a little bit come into a open chest position, where the chest, instead of facing down, is trying to face towards the ceiling. See if you can reduce the distance between the hands as you hold. So adjust the position in a way that works for you. The more you walk your hand down on this belt, the greater the stretch you will feel across the outer side of the torso. You can even move your right hand slightly behind. So instead of being in line with the body, it's slightly behind, but just check in that your shoulders not collapsing like this. Shoulders where it's supposed to be. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, and same thing on the other side. Now you're more familiar, so let's just hold now. Really pulling at the belt. The more you try pulling at the belt, the deeper the stretch you will feel across the armpits and the front of the shoulder. So enhance that to a degree that works for you, and enjoy as you hold this posture here. Let's be here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Come up one more time. So taking your right hand down to the other side, pulling the belt with the left hand, and see if you can take all the way back, take the hand all the way back, rotating and bring it forward. So we did a lot of shoulder circles in the beginning. Now we're doing it with this belt. The more you keep the belt tight, the more intense and fun this movement will be. So let's do 5 more now. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you go back. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. The more you do this, the more you may be able to walk lower on the belt. 4, so adjust position now for the last one if you would like to. And then exhale, forward. Inhale, go back and back to neutral. Coming over to the other side. Find that nice stretch and let's keep moving. Exhale and inhale, full circle all the way back to the ground. Exhale and then back. So enjoy the movement. This is so easily customizable because find the right distance between the hands and you have a practice that's perfect for you. Doing 4 more of these here now. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. This time feel free to reduce the distance a bit more. So you had 2 more to go. Inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back and exhale forward, back to neutral. Lift the belt up, release and keep it to the side. Let's activate the neck a little bit more. So take your right hand to the right side of the head and press the hand into the head. So you create some isometric force. So you're pressing the head away, but also pressing the hand away. Eventually there's equal pressure, so nothing moves. Don't use a lot of force. Keep this gentle, just enough so you can feel the muscles on the side engage. Let's shift. The other side, same thing. Using some force to activate and awaken the muscles around the neck. And change. Interlocking the fingers and same thing, pressing forward but also pressing back. Eventually nothing moves. Hold. Last one. Bring your hand forward across the forehead. Press the hand into the forehead, forehead into the hand. Notice the muscles wake up. And then release. Now I want you to take your left fingers and place them across the collarbone on the right side, the opposite side. And then when you're gently pressing them down, you look up sideways. You should feel, you feel free to adjust the posture. You will feel a nice release in some tighter muscles here. Keep breathing, keep holding. If you look a little bit down now, keep holding, feel that shift in the stretch. Then release. Onto the other side, so taking the right fingertips into this notch here where the collarbone is, and first looking up, a little bit diagonally. And then a little bit sideways down. Keep breathing. And then release. Now, slowly open your eyes, come to lie down on your belly on the mat. Since shoulder and the neck are closely related to our posture and are a good signifier of how our posture is throughout the day, we are going to do a very effective technique for the posture. So we are going to combine the shoulder flossing that we did with the belt with cobra pose or bhujangasana. So for this, again, find a comfortable distance between the palms, between the hands. Hold on to the belt, forehead on the ground, squeeze the glutes. Then as you inhale, lift up. Take the belt all the way back, and then as you exhale, come forward. Let's begin. Inhale, all the way back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. One more. And then relax here for a few moments. Breathing in and out, allow the forehead to rest on the mat. And this time, reduce the distance between the hands, little wider than shoulders. Lift the hands up, keep pulling at the belt. 4, 5, keep pulling the belt. 4, lifting the hands up. 3, 2, 1, release. This time flip the palms up, hold on to the belt, same distance, but the palms are facing up now, so your knuckles are, or your fingers are facing away from the floor. Same thing. Lift the shoulders up, keep pulling the belt for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a couple of breaths here. We are almost coming to the end of the practice. What we're now going to do is take the belt to the side, palms facing each other, thumbs facing up. lift up and look to your right, then look to your left. Look to the right, look to the left, and slowly come down. Take a breath. We will do that just one more time. So next time you inhale, lift, look to the right, to the left, to the right, and to the left. Then release. Forehead down. Take a breath or two to reset here. And then press your palms by the side. Rise up into Cobra. Hope the Cobra is feeling a lot freer and easier now after the practice we have done. Then shift back. Widen the knees as you come into child pose. Allow the forehead to rest on the ground. Bend the elbows, bring the palms together, and bring the back of the thumbs to press on your middle back, mid-upper back. One more breath here. Inhale. Then as you exhale, slide your right shoulder through, your right hand through. Bring your forehead down. Keep the left hand in front of you. Let me show it to you from this side as well. All I'm doing is sliding the hand through, forehead down, and left hand in front of me. Opening out the back a little bit. As we continue to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. So taking the left hand through, forehead down, right hand forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then rise up, back into child pose with hands forward. And then slowly rise up to come into a sitting position. And check in with your eyes closed first, how the shoulders feel, how the neck feels, how the practice feels in the mind, and how your breath feels. With your eyes closed, as you're breathing now, I want you to really focus on the quality of your breath, because this practice would have helped improve it, which makes it a perfect time for you to now do some pranayama practices. You can do any of my pranayama videos. Definitely look up my free 21 days Power of Breath series, where I give you 10-minute pranayama practices to do every day for 21 days. So you can look that up on my channel, or right now just do double breathing, which is inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6 or 8, whatever is comfortable for you. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Do let me know what kind of videos you would like to see, and I will try to make some of them. Thank you again, and have a great rest of the day.